Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now at least? Does it sound okay? I feel so bad. Every time I stream, I always have some kind of technical difficulty. I really appreciate you guys that are patient with me. Because I'm still figuring this whole thing out. And I didn't change anything in my OBS at all. So I have no idea why my microphone wasn't working. There was no, like, it was like it lost my my microphone source. So sorry about that, guys. Wow, I feel ridiculous now. Oh man, I will get better at this, I promise. All right, well, at least now you guys can hear me lose. Oh, I'm playing such a greedy deck today. It's genuinely terrible, but it's so much fun to try to make this work. Thank you guys that for letting me know. The people who watch this after the fact are gonna be. I'll just have to disable the chat replay and edit it out. Oh boy! All right, so let's hit human on this. Get Hajar down. No, I'm just an airhead. It might have been because I was trying to get the chat so that you guys could see the chat while I'm streaming, and maybe somehow during that process I messed up my sources. So all right, so no attacks. We need to draw some lands. We run 26 or 27 lands, so let's draw some lands. Path of Peril. That's annoying. Well, I might as well save Skrelv. Yeah, you get in there with your preacher. There's Dennick. We're not drawing lands. They're gonna drop a Shieldred on us in a minute, and it's just gonna be game over. Well, nothing we can do about that. Or Skrelv. Deep Cavern Bet. Steal the other Skrelv, or maybe the Inga. You could take the Rotted Dropic, but I think Inga is the bigger threat. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. It means a lot to hear. I've been enjoying doing these streams, though, the last couple of videos. I was getting to a point where I was just like, man, like I feel so pointless playing, you know, trying to put standard decks out there for you guys to try, you know, this close to the set release. And so I'm like, if I convince any of you to spend wild cards on it, you know, well, the whole meta is going to change dramatically in the next couple of weeks. So I'll be back to posting deck text again and making cool decks again next week. I'll probably do a stream on release day instead of a video, and then plan on having my first actual regular video again on Friday of next week. So keep your eyes out for that. Boy, we are just getting hosed. Not my day today with this deck. Bottom of platinum. I've been playing too much jank. Oh, look at us. We got some gems. Hooray. And 500 gold. Nice. All right. Well, Let's try something else. This is another fun deck I've been playing lately. Good old Simic Ramp. Who doesn't like some good, honest ramping? And some good, honest ramp payoffs. Ex Machina is our opponent. Opponent is going first. And we don't have any of our ramp in our opening hand at all. And trust me, we play a lot of it. Probably should have shown off the deck list first. But it'll be a surprise. It'll be like, surprise, look what's in this deck. Although these are some of the spicier cards in the deck, so you already kind of get a little bit of an idea. We'll keep this because maybe Hedge Maze will help us find what we're looking for. Let's put back Invoke the Ancients for right now. We don't have enough green for that. We'll find what we need with this. This Hedge Maze is going to save the day. Lush Portico for the opponent. I love the Tiny Bones pet so much. So great. Tranquil Frillback. No, I think we want ramp. Elegant Parlor for the opponent. And Brushland. So it's Naya. Ooh. They got Mom in their deck. I can dig it. Get the Boseiju down, as we're going to need the green later. What is the opponent doing? Dinosaur. So Naya Dinosaurs. Fight rigging. Great. Now I really wish I hadn't played the Boseiju. Okay, we'll make this appear. Make this appear. Like, doesn't counter dinosaurs though, thanks to Cavern. Geological Appraiser is not a dinosaur. Ha! Sorry for yelling. All right, now we have enough mana to cycle this Atwara in response to the Fight Rigging trigger. Yeah, we don't want her on the battlefield right now. What's the best way to get new set cards? So usually if you're gonna be free to play, the best thing you can do is just save. Like, do all your daily quests, do everything you can to just save up gems, save up your gold. But I always personally I'm like half free to play because I always buy the bundle at the beginning of each set, so I get the battle pass, I get the 50 pack bundle and the draft bundle. But I basically get all that and then I use that to get everything else. So for the most part, drafting is a thing. Like, get really good at drafting. I haven't really made any drafting content on the channel yet. Well, I'm trying to think what the best option here is. Probably this, because they're not going to want to give me Thrun and Tranquil Frillback. So yeah, absolutely. The Mastery Pass, if you buy nothing else, the Mastery Pass is well worth the money you spend on it. It's like all together ends up being like $150 worth of stuff for like 20 bucks. You get free packs, you get free gems, you get free gold, you get cosmetics, you get, you know, it's definitely worth it. I would suggest, if you don't want to buy like the pack bundle, getting the other two bundles, because the the draft bundle comes with a sealed token. Oh, great. Double Atali. Yeah, good game's right. Just keep getting stuck up against all these unfair decks right now. It's like the third fight rigging deck I've played since I started streaming. But yeah, Mastery Pass definitely worth it. I also think that the draft token pack. So I actually have it all sitting here. So this is the Mastery Pass bundle, right? So you get the Mastery Pass, which comes with, if you haven't had a Mastery Pass before, this is what the Mastery Pass for Murders of Karlov Manor looks like. You get a free Mastery Pass, which comes with, you know, some packs, and you get a couple cosmetics, but you get a decent handful of free packs if you play a lot, but it stops at like 60. Yeah, 55. So if you buy the Mastery Pass, you get some cosmetics, a cute pet, usually an avatar, but you get something every single level. 2 orbs here, a pack here, and then, you know, you got like 1,000 gold, a free draft token, 400 gems, 1,000 gold, you know, another 1,000 gold, another 400 gems. So over the course of the set, you end up earning quite a bit. So for $20, it just gives you a good incentive to play every day, or, you know, even if you can't play every day, play like every couple of days just to complete the 3 daily quests that you save up. And then this bundle, it's $24.99, I think it is, and it comes with 5 qualifier play-in points. So even if you don't participate in anything that gives you play-in points, every couple of sets you'll get a free qualifier play-in, which is pretty sweet. And then it comes with a sealed and 2 draft tokens, which if you were to buy the gems for that, winds up being like $30 or $40. And that ends up only being $24. So, and you get the cool Vraska and the cosmetic card for it. That's pretty sweet. So definitely recommend getting those. And then just get good at drafting. I don't think I'm an adequate drafter. I can typically go 4 to 5 wins drafting, but I don't think that I am a skilled enough drafter to give advice on it. So I probably won't make a lot of limited content or draft advice content, just because I don't want to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm pretty good at doing it myself. I feel like I would be a bad teacher. This hand looks pretty good. But drafting is the best way to build a collection, just hands down. If you can get to a point where you're consistently getting 4 to 5 wins in a draft, you can take a couple 1,000 gems and just play forever, pretty much. Getting packs and packs and packs, and that's how I always get my collection. I don't spend any money other than what I spend on the initial packs, and I typically end up with close to 90% of the stuff collected. So what did they take? Tranquil Throwback, that's fine. They smack us with their sleeper. Let's play Kellen, play an extra card. Hopefully we'll draw a land next turn so we can play Kellen. I like this version of Kellen. Kellen the kid from the new set's pretty cool too, though. When it gets in there for 2, they're probably gonna, they don't pump the sleeper, so they have another bat. The amount of times that I get bat. Nope, Okaiba Reckoner Raid times 2. Well, I can live with that. Well, let's draw a card, see if we find a land. We do not. Man, no dice. Like this deck has 27 lands in it. It's a ramp deck. The juju is not on my side this evening. Tenacious underdog for the opponent. There's a land. Let's play the exiled one. Opponent is down to 1 card, so we can definitely, if we can draw another land here, we can definitely stabilize. Especially if the opponent doesn't have anything crazy in hand. They can't attack with the bat anymore. What do I think they have? They're attacking with both. If they have a Virtue of Persistence, that's a huge pain. But I don't know if we can afford to just take 5 here. So we'll block the Underdog since they can pump the Sleeper. And they probably have Virtue. Nope, Shieldred. That is unfortunate. And we didn't draw land, so we can't really stabilize either. Oh well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting my butt kicked tonight. Make sure I have the right amount of lands in this deck. 25. When did I cut to? Let's take out a Hullbreaker Horror and add another forest. $26 should be good. Inamore. This is pretty good. I know a lot of you here watch my content mostly for Standard, but I do actually have a pretty funny historic deck that I like to troll people with. That I might show you guys later. Let's go ahead and ramp it a little bit. And hopefully we'll draw another land this turn, and then ramp again with Return to the Wilds. Nice. Search and human token. More green. Since we run and invoke the Ancients in our spicy list. Cut down from the opponent. No, don't cut down our 1/1 token that we pretty much got for free from our ramp spell. Well, let's intrude. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not playing super competitive decks right now. Like I'm trying to have fun, you know, and share some fun stuff with you that I wouldn't normally get to share with you in a video, because I try when I produce a video for you guys to make something that's fun but also very competitive. So it is also because I'm playing decks that are probably subpar and not very good against the meta. But they're cool, and that's what's important to me right now. Opponent is having a hard time choosing. We gave him a pretty interesting pile selection. They are in the think tank. They give us the Titan. I'll take it. Get a 3/3 Thopter out of it. I love Intrude on the Mind. I feel like Intrude on the Mind is so good. Liliana. No!
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man.
Not our Thopter.
Off you go.
Come on, land off the top. Nice. All right. The question is, though, do we play Titan or do we play Hullbreaker Horror first? Let's play Horror. It does flip their Graveyard Glutton, but right now they don't really have anything to get back.
Don't overthink things.
I'm gonna discard Intrude here. They discard Underdog, but they're not gonna want to exile that with their Glutton, so they don't even have the mana to blitz it right now. Man, I can't believe I did the first like 30 minutes of my stream without my mic. So frustrating. Exiling our intrudes. I want to flash this in to block, but I want to wait to flash it in until the end of their turn, just in case they tap out. Because if they tap out, then we don't have to worry about it getting removed. But there's a good chance they have a go for the throat here. Which is part of why I didn't want to play Titan last turn. Looks like they do. Unfortunate. Punished. Ah, that's frustrating. Alright. Well, we will make 5 life in a Rhino. This way, if they want to sacrifice their Lily, we can just sack the token. They find their 4th mana. Path of Peril. They found a way. What poor luck. Exiles our stuff from our graveyard. Smacks us in the face big time. Ooh, War Chief's pretty good. Let's play Loam Speaker. Play War Chief. Gain 3. Put ourselves back on the board. Sorry, my allergies are awful today. That's true. At least they had to get rid of her. If they have another one, we can just sacrifice the Loam Speaker. Children. Well, I mean, at least that can't block War Chief profitably. Another Titan. Nice. But I think I'm actually going to play Kellen here. Another War Chief. All right. Investigate. And no attacks. We got good blocks at least. We got lots of life gain in hand. Opponent is running low on cards. Soren the Mirthless. Not terribly worried about that. I'm really surprised he decided to make a vampire there. Cut down on our Loam Speaker. Big sad. Boo-hoo. Draw a card, take a damage. It's a land. Hooray! So let's go ahead and play Titan. Gain 5, make a Rhino. Go after the Soren. Draw a card. Intrude on the Mind will be good next turn. Can block with their vampire, just fine. So now I assume that they will probably plus Soren rather than kill it to make a 2/3. Swamp. Well, we're definitely drawing better than our opponent at least, so I can say my luck is getting a little better. Look at the top card. What do they get? Another land.
Blood for knowledge.
They are going to blitz their underdog. No sense in taking the damage. Let them draw their card. And looks like they do a removal spell or something. No. right, we'll draw another Titan. Hey, just play Titans forever. 5 life and another 4/4. Why not? Get in like this. Get rid of that Sorin. Force some unfavorable blocks for the opponent. I mean, like, yeah, Trespasser trades with War Chief, but then we get another 4/4 Rhino out of it, so I'm digging it. All right, let's see if the opponent draws some gas here. We're at a comfortable 14 life after taking 1 billion damage from the Shieldred. Yep, they have pumped the sleeper. He's a big scary boy now. Doesn't seem very sleepy to me. All right, Dreamroot Cascade. How much mana do we have? We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite enough to intrude and War Chief. So let's go ahead and get in like this. We need to get these things off the battlefield. So if they want to block to kill our Titans, I'm cool with it. The longer we let this Shieldred and this Evolved Sleeper sit on the battlefield, the worse it gets for us. We're leaving back enough Rhinos to profitably block either one. And we have an Intrude on the Mind as a trap as well. Getting rid of the Sleeper is actually really good because that's a constant source of card draw for them for 3 mana every turn. So it technically nets them 1 life with Shieldred on the battlefield. They're deciding whether they want to take the other 7. They're still going to take 3. 6 actually, so a total of 13. Down to 8. Back up to 10. 8 mana available. Body Launderer. Man, I forgot what this card does. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, it connives. Whenever it dies, return another non-rogue creature with equal or lesser power to the graveyard. Okay. Nothing too scary. Blitzing the Tenacious Underdog. Let's intrude on the mind. So Titan and return versus land, Llanowar, invoke the Ancients. They will probably give us the pile of 3 because another Titan is just brutal. Yep. So we get a 2/2. So we'll block with a 4/4. They get their card draw now, but they're pretty much dead. Because we can blitz this War Chief. So I think they're dead no matter what they do here. Well, they do get to connive, so that's going to gain them another 2 life. Puts them up to 12. We're at 10. Alright, so they let's say they block the War Chief and the Titan. They take more than 12. So, yep. GG. Gain 3 life. Attack with everything. Not going to destroy our own Thopter to draw a card. We're not that greedy. What are you, some kind of crazy man? Destroying your own Thopters? There they go. They did the math. All right. Finally got there. Something. Leo Stotch. I have one more crazy standard deck to show you guys. It's again not super competitive, but very fun because I know at the beginning of the spoiler season for Murders of Karlov Manor, everyone was all hyped up about the infinite Merfolk combo with the Merfolk that untaps and they can tap and untap each other with Deep Root Pilgrimage on the battlefield. And I know there's a couple of content creators that made some videos showcasing it, but none of the lists I saw could just win on the spot with it. And I built a deck that's trying to win on the spot with the combo, and it's pretty ridiculous. So we'll show that off in a few minutes. Another Boros deck, yay! And they have Caverns, so our Make Disappear is pretty much worthless unless they play like War Leader's Call or something. Play War Leader's Call. Right now, do it. Ooh, you want to play War Leader's Call? Apparently not. What are they doing? They've basically done nothing for 2 turns. This is very unlike them. Get a land, get a human. We'll go fetch another green so that we can cast this Titan one day. And then next turn we have Intrude on the Mind. No flash creatures, so no reinforcements. Like, what do they have in their hand? Is this secretly not Boros? No, it is. Sanguine Evangelist. There's the Boros right there. Oh man, now I'm tempted to return from the wild so that we can play Titan next turn. I think that's actually better. Save the Intrude for later. No attacks. These are good blockers since the Evangelist only gives +1/+0, so we can still block whatever they attack with. Another Evangelist. That is a vampire. We can make disappear that. Oh wait, no, did they choose vampire with one of these? They did. Okay, let's not be bad. I was almost bad, and then I saw the red aura. Novice Inspector. I mean, you can counter that. Might as well. Since they tapped their human cavern for their vampire. They get in there with their little bat. Squaw! Alright. How much am I willing to risk that they have an Immodane's Recruiter? Immodane's Recruiter, if we flash in Hullbreaker Horde in response to an Immodane's Recruiter, everything gets +3/+0 on attack, except for the 2 Evangelists. They get +2/+0. So we can block the 3 biggest things. I think Titan is the better play here. I want to be greedy and play the Hullbreaker Horror at the end of their turn. But this is ultimately going to guarantee us living through their next turn. And then we can start taking advantage of Hullbreaker, because they don't really have a way to remove Hullbreaker Horror. So we can just start bouncing their stuff the following turn after we play it. We're not in a rush. We're a ramp deck. We like to take it slow and steady. Just play big lumbering. Yeah, they have the Recruiter. But instead of going for it, they decided to just make the tokens. So now we can flash in the Hullbreaker Horror to block something else big. So no attacks. They've only got one card, so they'll have two cards when they draw, so they could probably play something else in Imodane's Recruiter. So it is a lot of damage, but we've got a lot of good blockers. And then we can basically pick apart their board after that, so. I'll probably leave the Evangelist alone since blocking the Evangelist gives them back flying tokens anyway. Case of the Gateway Express. They have 7 creatures. That is annoying. It gets rid of our Titan. Nothing we can do about that. I don't think we're dead though. Oh, they're getting greedy. This is still a lot of damage. They should have just attacked with everything, to be honest. If I was them, I'm attacking with everything, because everything gets +2/+0. Like, so, like, what? My Rhino is going to block a Vigilance creature? And another Titan. Nice. But I think Intrude is better here. So we'll bounce. We're not going to bounce the Evangelist because they can just replay it. Bounce the War Leader's Call. Force them to replay that. They give us the 2 Loam Speakers, which is perfect because now we can bounce 2 more things. So let's bounce the token. Bounce the token. Beautiful. And we'll just keep picking apart their board every turn. They can replay the War Leader's Call here, but it's not very helpful anymore. They could have really used it last turn where they actually could have pushed over our board with it. And the Recruiter here is okay, but it's not anything to write home about. Looks like they have a Knight Errant, yep. Only convoking for 2 though. So they might whiff here. Nope, they find good stuff. Hang us in the face. Intrude on the mind again. I think this time we're going to go ahead and get a Titan down. Let's return the War Leader's Call again. Gain 5, make a 4/4. And just pass. I know I could have just blown the War Leader's Call up with the Titan of Industry, but I would have had to given up the life gain and the creature. Oh man, another case. They're gonna get rid of our Hullbreaker Horror. What a pain. And I like forcing them to spend the mana replaying it every turn because it makes it so they can't just go ham before they play their Imodane's Recruiter. We're still in good shape though, because we've got an Intrude on the mind to make another token and get some more cards. Invoke the Ancients is pretty fun. We have the mana for it. Let's Intrude. See what we get. They're not gonna like either of those choices. They give us Titan and Thrun. So let's play Titan. Four. And 5 life again. Got blockers for days. They're never getting through. Let's go ahead and get in with the 3/3. Start dealing some damage. They want to trade their 1/1 bats. That's good news for us. This is a grindy game, man. Like a War Leader's Call and Recruiter here if they want. But we're just gumming up the board, so like we're gumming up the board so bad it doesn't matter. Warden of the Inner Sky. Now they can start tapping a billion things. Pinging us a whole bunch. Scry to the bottom. Always happy about that. The more creatures they tap, the better. Because if they're not careful, they'll just end up dying. Yep, opponent is not attacking. Let's investigate. Let's draw a card. See what we hit. Llanowar Loam Speaker. Alright, we'll play Kellen. Play another Loam Speaker. Get in with the 2 Thopters. Opponent takes it. All right. Well, I mean, it's kind of now or never for them. They can technically Mirex and Recruiter here, so they're gonna go for it. We have more than enough blockers to survive this, though. And then they are definitely dead on the crackback. Thankfully, it does not give them additional toughness, so everything we trade will still... Are they just gonna sit back? Nope. Alright, double battle cry. Everything's big. So, first order of business is we block 6 power things with Titans. We block that. 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 How much damage is that? 5. So hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we need to block some more. We block that. And we block that. And now... And we block that. And then they just die on the crackback. Take 10. No, 15. Hooray, your case is solved. The case of how you got murdered. That was a grindy game, man. All right. So, where'd it go? There it is. This is Infinite Ping. It is basically a control shell that is solely hell-bent around getting out 2 forensic researchers with a deep-root pilgrimage on the battlefield. So making infinite merfolk, but either pinging them to death with War Leader's Call or them having haste with Nahiri's Resolve. So it's bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a good deck. Don't build this. Don't. But you can live vicariously through me and watch me make somebody else question what they're doing on Arena today. If there is one thing I love doing, it is making people go, what in goodness name is this person playing? They're going to see No More Lies and random merfolk and just be like, and the War Leader's Call, El Chupacabra. All right, opponent goes first. We've got good mana, we've got counters, we've got tie binders. We'll keep. Agatha's Soul Cauldron helps out too because it allows us to basically, if they do manage to kill one of our combo pieces, we can use the Cauldron to give the ability to like a Thasana's Tidebinder or one of the other merfolk in the deck, because there's a couple of extra merfolk in the deck. Willowgeist. That is a pain in the butt. Insidious Roots. No. Undead Butler. They mill the roots. I'm not going to play Cauldron. I'd rather No More Lies something important like a Tyvar here. Alright. They draw a card, pump up their Willowgeist. Another No More Lies. Alright, well now we have Tiebinder. Stage you for the opponent. Give us something to counter with this Disdainful Stroke. No? Okay. Rubble Belt Maverick. Surveil 2. Another Rubber Belt Maverick. It is annoying. No blocks. Not putting my shields down yet. No. Man, we can't find lands. Ah! We're gonna die because we can't find lands. That's been my problem all night, lands. Okay, which Willowgeist? We want to counter. Goodness. The first one. So it doesn't get big enough to attack. There we go. This one was going to get big enough to attack through our Tiebinder no matter what, so. At least now we can block and kill that Willowgeist if they attack with it. I don't think we're winning this game. Not just getting stuck on lands. Well, blocking any of these things is bad for us, but I guess. Well, there's a researcher, but too little too late. Yeah, we just can't. Can't do it with no lands, man. And we even run the pseudo like instant sorcery ramp with the merfolk that taps for blue for instants and sorceries. So like, no dice, man. We'll get there. Before I leave you guys this evening, we will ping somebody to death with infinite merfolk, and they will question whether or not it was a good decision to get on Arena this evening. Kid Miracle Man. We go first. Beautiful. We got counters. We got one of our 2 forensic researchers. There's a pilgrimage. All right, we're just 2 combo pieces away. Another researcher and some way to kill them with our tokens right away. Opponent is playing Reenact the Crime or Squirming Emergence. There's a third combo piece. I think I gotta wait one more turn before I can play Researcher. I gotta hold up No More Lies. Founding the third path. Another Whale of the Forgotten. Surprisingly, even with all this milling, they've only got 5 permanents in the yard. A lot of otherworldly cases. Bam! We have the combo. We just gotta get there. So let's play Tide Turner. We need a red source. We have not been fortunate enough to draw one yet. Opponent is wailing again. Stop crying, opponent. Well, we have a No More Lies for this Squirming Emergence. No. Man, no red. Frustrating. Okay. Well, let's start making merfolk, I suppose. Yeah, well, there's 30. I think there's 30 mythics in Big Score. I'm not sure. Let me look. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to multitask. They're wailing. They're going to bounce our pilgrimage. Not nice. We'll discard the Tide Turner. Do they have land and another Squirming Emergence? We do have a Tishana's Tiebinder to stop any ETBs. But the problem is they're going to get one with the multiverse. Goodness gracious. All right. I guess we'll discard the Tiebinder this time. No. Let's discard the Resolve. We don't have the mana to cast it. And the Tiebinder could save us. Man, I would really love to draw some lands. We'll ping him for 1. Well, nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a lot of I can't find the exact number quickly, but there's a lot of mythics. I think there's like 15 or 20 mythics in the main set. Guess let's flash in a tie binder since we have an extra one. Goodness gracious. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little frustrated with how hard it is for us to find lands. Let me make sure. I want to say I'm running 25 lands in that deck too, which should be more than enough. No, 24. I should up it. Take out a. I'm also running a Celeste, so running Celestis too, though. So definitely, and like you see all these red sources. I have a ton of red sources in the deck, so that was just very weird. What do we put in? Let's put in. Do we have any red white lands? And we have a couple. Probably another Adakar waste. The land, the shuffle. I'm not gonna blame the shuffler because everybody blames the shuffler. But the land gods of Magic have decided I am being punished this evening. Dustin Heath. All right, we're gonna draw lands because we drew the combo that game, but we just never found the lands. Yeah, I don't know what's been up with it. We got colors, we got combo pieces. I'm happy. Tidebinder is a good card. We will keep it. Plains for the opponent. Adakar waste for us. Thalia. That slows us down a little bit. Let's get down a researcher because that technically blocks Thalia. Do they have a removal spell for it? Yep. You know what? I'm a firm believer that playing non-land cards in your Thalia deck is like a big no-no. And yet here we are. Like if you're gonna play Thalia, you gotta go all in, man. Steel Seraph. Sheevan Reef. Alright. Play Deeper Pilgrimage. We'll plan on countering the Steel Seraph's ability. Unless they play something. Or wait, no, we don't have enough mana for that. Oops. Alright. We can Tiebinder and a Gonjo now. Archangel of Wrath. I guess we counter that ability. And we a Gonjo, whatever they give. We probably a Gonjo the Resplendent Angel. I wanna get rid of the Steel Seraph, but the Resplendent Angel is the only thing they have that can just goodness. Now we're drawing too many lands. We can't win. Oh man, alright. I feel bad. I've been just showing you guys nothing but losses all night. This has been brutal. try one more time. We can do it. I believe in us. Boomstick. We go first. This is slow. This is better. Let's put resolve back. We got memory deluge to find other win conditions. See, this is a much more typical hand for this deck. Like we have a 2-drop that helps us ramp into our memory deluges. We've got Celestis. Like this is technically a control deck with a combo finish, you know? Like let's get Celestis down so we can start gaining life. Then we can start memory deluging next turn. Pack Song Pup. Are they playing Boja? There's one combo piece. Discard a memory deluge since we can just cast that later. These Pack Song Pups are gonna get big. Howling Moon. No? Yep, those are big. No blocks. All right. Pilgrimage. And land. Let's play Pilgrimage. Let's play Researcher. Play Thundering Falls, Scry. There's another Researcher. So we've got the combo. We just got to survive. We'll draw the combo piece, discard the Forge. All right. So as long as they don't go crazy this turn, we'll block one of these pups with the Tide Turner. Keep our life total high enough. Oh, this is so rough because like no draw. There's another Tide Turner. Well, that's good. It gives us another blocker. We can do this. Okay, so this is not sorcery only, so we're in good shape. We got this. As long as they don't kill anything, we've got the combo. So we just need the memory. We have the mana to memory deluge, so we can go and find. Oh no! Brotherhood's End in this deck. Like, give me a break! Wow. You can't make this stuff up, man. Why would this deck be playing Brotherhood's End? My mind is blown. No More Lies and Tide Turner. At least keep us alive. Wow. Unbelievable. Yep. Well, we tried. We had it. Get blown out by somebody playing a card that doesn't belong in their deck. I mean, I don't know what they were playing, but I mean, you don't play one drops that are hard to grow and then play Brotherhood's End. Like, they must really hate Boros. Okay, one more try. One more try. We gotta win at least one game with this before I put it away. All right, we have almost all of the combo in hand. It's a blue deck. We want lands. That's good. It's a blue-black deck. All right. We'll keep more lands. We want to make sure we hit all our lands. Get all the tap lands out of the way. Yeah, right? No Celestis. We don't need that. Countering our pilgrimage. Oh, man. We just can't catch a break today. Well, I guess let's play a Cauldron. No sense in not spending our mana efficiently, and then we'll hold up the counter for something. No card draw for you. So they're like a dedicated Dimir control. There's Shieldred. What a pain. Counter their Shieldred trigger. Pass turn. Long goodbye. Shieldred is back to being a pain. All right, let's draw. Play War Leader's Call. Get down a Researcher. See if it lives. Probably not. Nope. Wow. No dice today, man. Well, you know what? I tried to play some fun stuff for you guys today, but the ladder is not having it. It is not having it. All right. I need something to make me feel better. So we're going to go... bear with me. We're going to go to Historic for a few minutes. If I can find the deck. Where'd it go? Oh, because we're not in the right queue. Ha! There we go. I call this deck Get Off My Lawn. It is a deck that is solely built around giving the opponent creatures and punishing them for it and punishing them for playing their own creatures. And it's based around a card that you've probably never heard of. So let's see if I can show it off. Well, 5 lands and a Blood Artist is probably not the best thing we've ever seen in our life. This is better. Put back the Blood Artist. Trespasser's Curse. 2 mana enchant player. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under their control, they lose a life and you gain a life. So we're basically going to slap this on them, give them a whole bunch of creatures, and then kill all their creatures through various means and punish them for every creature they play. Fearsome whelp. Ooh, dragons. I can dig it. Well, let's play Slaughter Specialist. Drain them. See what terrible dragon they play this turn. Expressive Iteration. That's not a dragon. They get a land to play this turn. It's a Ramanap Ruins. We find a swamp. Hooray! Let's Thoughtseize. Bone Horde, Dracosaur, Slip Out the Back, Tyrant of Carriage, Terror of the Peaks. Man, this is going to get really annoying here quickly. Let's get rid of Terror of the Peaks, though, because that's definitely the worst. Play Hunted Bone Brute. Opponent blocks. We get a counter on the Specialist. And this Specialist is going to get real big real quick when we get to this Massacre Worm eventually. Demand answers. This also only has 2 toughness. Important to note. They get in there with their whelp. We need to draw some lands, though. Or like a Meat Hook Massacre would be good here. Opponent decides to demand answers instead of playing a dragon. So they're just making all... Oh, there's a Meat Hook Massacre. I'm gonna pay 1. So our stuff lives. They can slip out the back their whelp, which is fine. Get 2 counters on the Specialist. Get in there for 10. Their dragons are really cheap now. Every creature they play pings them, though. Get in. They want to block the Bone Brute. They got to give up both those. And then they still take 6, so they're dead, I think. Unless they have removal. Bam! I bet you never thought you'd see this nonsense win a game of Historic. And that wasn't even that good of a showing for the deck, to be honest. See if we can troll somebody else. There we go. We found somebody. Canadian Ice. We keep okay. All right. This deck is like 20 swamps, and I draw 2 of my 3 Castle Lockwains in my opening hand. Like, for goodness sake, my land distribution today is terrible. Put the Vein Ripper back. Can't Thoughtseize on turn 1. Most of this deck is basic swamps. Let's go ahead and play Thoughtseize. Blood Artist isn't helping us too much right now. All right, so what do we got? Spelunking, Faceless Agent, Leaf. What is this? Whatever it is, I'm sure spelunking is really important. So we'll get to it. So we'll get rid of it. Embodiment of Spring. Castle Lockplane. Let's go ahead and play Hunted Brute. Attack us with the doggies. Risen Reef for the opponent. So it's elementals. Okay. No attacks yet. Faceless Agent. They get an island. They play another embodiment. Draw a card. Hey, Trespasser's Curse. Go ahead and start attacking. Start draining them. I'm pretty sure this deck actually has ways to take advantage of us giving them creatures, so. And then when we get these Clackbridge Trolls, we'll start drawing some cards. Now the opponent starts getting untapped lands from their Risen Reef, which is pretty sweet. Untapped modular lands. We did it. Here's an 8/8. Then they sacrifice a goat to tap it. We draw a card, gain some life. Look, a Massacre Worm. Look at that beautiful board full of things that die to Massacre Worm. Yes. Please keep playing creatures. Oh, I love this deck. Ashaya. Well, Ashaya is really big. Another Faceless Agent. Oh man, please let me draw a land. Let me draw a land. Yeah, no, I don't know what's been up with the Magic and the lands today. I tell you what, man. If I can just draw a land here, I'll be so happy. They're draining themselves to death. Lotus Cobra. I'm at a comfortable 35. Can they go infinite? Is that what's going on? I don't think they can. Not with Curse on the field. No, because it's definitely like they can keep playing a ton of stuff, but they've only got so many Thornwood Falls to gain life with. Eventually, they're gonna drain themselves. Zendikar's Royal. We didn't draw a land, but I mean, this drains them for 3. And now I have 16 power. There we go. We did it. Oh, the Massacre Worm would have been beautiful, though. Trespasser's Curse, man. Got our last task done for the day. This is what fun Magic's about. Playing completely wonky off the wall stuff and making people sad. Because Elementals is a pretty good historic deck. I mean, it's not tier 1, but definitely tier 2. Opponent goes first. We've got a pretty good hand, though. We'll keep. Unchained is our opponent's name. They're playing Swamps, too. Oh man, Thoughtseize. I bet they're like, what is this? What do they take? Probably the Meat Hook man. No, they take the Blood Artist. Okay. I mean, I guess that stops us from doing anything on turn 2, right? Golgari. Mire Triton. Ooh, Reanimator. We'll pass. Another Mire Triton. Noose Constrictor. Interesting. There's a Nick though, so that'll be useful later. Let's go ahead and Meat Hook for 1 now. Get rid of these 2 Tritons. Protect our life total. Old Rustine. Play Nykthos. Play Hunted Bone Brute. Thoughtseize. See what that last card is. It's a land. We just shocked ourselves. But that's good. That means that they don't have any gas right now. They don't have anything crazy in the yard either to get back. They they drew Invasion, so they can get Noose Constrictor. Or no, they just decide to mill. I guess they're probably looking for Unburial Rites, right? Massacre Worm. Let's play another Bone Brute. They get a blood token. They discard a land and draw. Noose Constrictor. Oh boy, come on, give me a land. Yeah, sure. No, we want to leave those alive. This lets them make even more tokens to die to our Massacre Worm. Yay! Oh, and a Trespasser's Curse? Oh man. We can't play the Massacre Worm. Oh, this is so frustrating. We're at 16. They've got 2, 4, 6. This is frustrating. We're so like I could just Meat Hook Massacre their board away. That doesn't feel particularly good. If I play Clackbridge Troll, that actually helps them. Alright, let's play Trespasser's Curse. No attacks. We're gonna believe that we survive this turn and we get to attract the... Wow! What a draw. What a top deck. You know what, though? You discard a Tolly. No blocks. I know. Well, I mean, Mask Form's going to kill all the puppies, which that's like the most horrible thing I've ever said. So, Massacre Worm. This is going to deal so much damage to them. They're down to 16. And at this point, they basically have to block with Atraxa, which they can just... Okay, so we're not... Well, they can Bone Splinters our Massacre Room. They shouldn't have done that. That's going to gain us a life if they get a creature back. They had lethal. They're going to kill themselves. Okay, they go up to 10 now. What a draw. I think this is still lethal because they take 3 damage from the Bone Brute. And they lose a life from the Meat Hook Massacre. Yeah, so we'll kill the Atraxa. They go up to 10. They go to 4. And then they lose life from the... Yeah. I want to point out, that's how, like, I know I am definitely guilty of making play mistakes. But there was greed. It was completely greed. Because if they had just Bone Shards my Massacre Worm and attacked with the Atraxa and the old Rustine, they had lethal. They just wanted to reanimate stuff, but they weren't thinking about the fact that we were going to gain life from it. So, man, this goes to show you, if you get greedy, it does not always pay. Like, you can play a greedy deck, but you have to be a little frugal with your plays at least. Marcel Prole. Opponent goes first. Okay, I like this hand better. We'll put back a Slaughter Specialist. Swamp for the opponent. We will play an Agadeem's Crypt, Under Crypt, tap. Lucky Clover. Oh man, haven't seen one of these decks in a while. Well, Trespasser's Curse should be pretty good against them. Yep, they get the ramp twice. We've got a Thoughtseize for anything super good they have in their hand, though. Thoughtseize. Smitten Swordmaster. Gain X life. Struggle to survive. Damage. Shuffles. So we'll take the Beanstalk Giant. Let's play a Slaughter Specialist. Start draining them. We want to have something to equip the Dowsing Dagger to. So they can kill our creature, that's fine. That's how they want to spend their turn. They are almost to a point of being able to cast that Beanstalk Giant, though. It's definitely a problem. Edgewall Innkeeper. And Smitten Swordmaster. Well, we'll play another Slaughter Specialist, since that blocks most of the stuff they have on the field right now. They play Beanstalk. Draw a card. Get drained. Clack ritual. We can't draw lands, man. I'm gonna drain him to death. They're gonna attack with this beanstalk giant, though. Most likely. Ow. We'll find a land. Find more lands eventually. There's one. Play another dowsing dagger. They have to block with all their creatures that actually have power to stop this, so they'll block with a plant, which is fine. Grow the specialist. They get in for a lot. Come on, land. Well, Blood Artist isn't terrible. I think we gotta hold back, unfortunately. Not quite dead, but not looking great. Drain. Drain, drain, drain. There's the land. Blackbridge Troll. Have some goats. Yes, sacrifice the goats. We'll gain 3 life. There's another land for this Vein Ripper. Leave this back to block the giant. Oh no! Okay. Well, we had to die eventually. GG, opponent. Turns out gigantic beanstalk giants are good. Hey, considering that we only had 3 mana for half that game, though, we came pretty close. GG's. All right. What other fun stuff can we get into? We could play my all-time favorite historic deck. I don't know if I've updated this though since Murders. I don't think I have. I don't know if it needs to be updated, to be honest. Sure, let's try it. The souls of the lost puppies haunted me. Listen, it's not my fault that they printed a card that gives my opponents tokens, and the tokens happen to be puppies, okay? Like, there's no part of me that's excited about destroying puppies. Yeah, I play Brawl. I've made a couple of Brawl videos for the channel. They weren't particularly well received, so I kind of stopped, but I can show you some of the stuff I have if you haven't seen some of my... Come on, it wasn't my fault. Don't think of them as puppies. They're just tokens. The worst part is they have to be the cutest dog tokens in the whole world too. Like, They couldn't just be like dogs. They had to be super adorable Labrador puppy tokens. Like, worst feeling ever. Let's play Charming Prince. Let's scry 2. Yeah, we like those cards. And we will pass. So this is basically like it's a blink deck. It's all about blinking stuff. Killing the opponent with Siege Rhinos. Oh, come on. That wasn't very nice. Make more food. Play Aspara's headquarters. Play another goose. Honk honk. Honk honk. I love the goose sound. I love these lands. These are some of my favorite cosmetic lands. I didn't get them though. All right, Zagoth Triome. Get in there with the prince. Next turn we can start going ham. Children's Edict. I guess we'll sacrifice the prince. Go get another one. Try to. Ooh. We'll take the Archangel. Get in there for... No, let's... Yeah, let's get in there for 2. Lazelle's Acrobatics is the closest that we have to Eerie Interlude on Arena right now. Or, well, the original card that gave me the idea for a deck like this was called Ghostway. It's a 3-mana instant that basically blinks your entire board and then brings it back at the beginning of the next end step. And then Eerie Interlude was basically the same card, but it lets you pick and choose which cards you exile. It's just a great way to get around board wipes and abuse blink triggers. Oh, it's going to make us mill. Nothing too terrible. Let's get an Avacyn down. That'll take care of that Jace. Muldrifter. I like drawing cards. Get rid of Jace. Go face.
A minor setback to Phyrexia's plan.
A minor setback to Phyrexia's plan. My butt. Ritual of Soot. Does that kill our Muldrifter? Is it its opponent controls? No, each other creature. That's unfortunate. That's gonna kill our Muldrifter too. Darn. And they Baleful Mastery our... Well, we get to keep our Muldrifter now. That's kind of nice, right? So let's play Innkeeper. Play another Innkeeper. Get in there for 2. Pass the turn. See if they have more Ritual of Soots. Glimpse the Unthinkable, mill 10. Well, it's a good thing we're a Yorian deck. Oh man, they exiled a whole bunch of our goodies. Alright, let's Charming Prince. Exile Moldrifter. I should have done that after combat. It's been a little while since I played this deck, so forgive me for the mistake there. Get that back. Draw 2 more cards, gain some life, and now we can Lazelle's Acrobatics all this stuff. If they go to board, wipe the board again. We still have 39 cards in our deck, so feeling pretty good about that. What was that language? I've never heard him say that before. Mills us for 3, draws 3 cards. Must feel pretty good. Let's see if we roll 10 to 20. High roll, high roll, high roll, high roll. Oh, don't counter it. Come on. They have a counter spell? You're no fun. No fun at all. Well, Timeless Witness. Well, they're not killing us with damage that way, so let's go ahead and get in. Get rid of Jace. Go face. Play Timeless Witness. Gain a bunch of life. Get the Acrobatics. Cast the Acrobatics. $14, nice. We'll get back the Acrobatics again. Draw 2. End the turn. Get everything back again. Exile the Moldrifter. Get back Ephemerate. Draw 2. Beautiful. We should be able to just kill them pretty much now. In response to anything they do. Because we can chord for Siege Rhino and then Ephemerate it. Alright, how many? We got 31 cards left. They're choosing to mill us 4 instead of getting a Glimpse the Unthinkable from their graveyard. That makes no sense. Or wait, we might not actually have any Siege Rhinos left in the deck. I gotta check. There's 1 in exile and 1 in our hand, so there's 2 left. Yeah, 2 Siege Rhinos left. They've only got 2 cards, so I don't know if they've got counter magic or not, but we're gonna try. They can cling to dust our Timeless Witness. That's fine. We don't care about that. And if they counter our Quarto Calling, we can just play Siege Rhino and Ephemerate it. And then Lazelle's Acrobatics. So we'll force them to deal with the Quarto Calling first. And then if they deal with that, we'll just kill them next turn. They are clinging to dust, so that's 4 mana. They might just be dead to... No, okay, so they gain 3 life from clinging. And they glimpse. Perfect. Alright, so let's cord now so that they can't mill our / seed rhinos. Go get seed rhino. Blink the seed rhino. They mill our 10 cards. Upkeep. We get Mole Drifter back. Draw some more cards. Not that that matters. Yep. GG's. Value Town, man. That's what it's all about. There's not a... I don't think there's any cards from like the last 2 sets. I don't think I've updated this deck since Ixalan, to be honest. Good old Yorion. Bringing back some good feels. Hey, if we'd been playing a 60 card deck, we would have milled probably. Turd Ferguson. This is somebody who appreciates good comedy. For those of you that don't know, that is a reference to a very old SNL skit. A very good SNL skit. Get this triome down. Den of the Bugbear. So they just trying to mono red us to death? Let's play Goose. Make a food. Silly Goose. They Wizard's Lightning our Goose. Well, that wasn't very nice. Light up the stage. Lands. Alright. Let's play Godless Shrine tap. Play Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Runaway Steamkin. Well, we will definitely Skyclave Apparition that. So, we'll block. Temple Garden tapped. Play Skyclave Apparition. Hit the Steamkin. Slowly but surely building up a wall. Another Runaway Steamkin. And a Robber of the Rich. Oh, we'll block. We'll play a Goose. Play a Charming Prince. Exile the Skyclave Apparition. Give them a 1/1. Or sorry, 2/2. Exile their other Steamkin. I'd rather them have a vanilla 2/2 than start going off with the Steamkin. We can start gaining a bunch of life and stuff here in a little bit. Yeah, they're just going to give them... They can't do a whole lot once we take away their Steamkins. You could say they ran out of steam. Oh, I'm terrible. Please don't unsubscribe because of my bad puns. Dirty Dan, 5150. Another comedy enjoyer. Opponent goes first. This is good though. We got card draw. We got Siege Rhino. Just in case you're wondering, Siege Rhino may be my favorite Magic card of all time. If I had to pick one Magic card that I had to include in every deck I played, no matter what, moving forward, it would be Siege Rhino. Let's get the Zagoth Triumph down first. I love the animations on these. So good. Opponent pays 2 for their breeding pool and passes. So whatever we do this turn is getting countered. We'll do it anyway. I'm going to play this because I'd rather them counter this. They don't counter it. Alright, so we'll scry 2. I like it. We'll keep. Because we'll get to draw through both of those cards next turn. Opponent growth spirals. So not counter spells, but ramp. Opponent scries. Keeps one on top. I almost wonder if it's better to have the surveil lands over the scry lands. I'd be interested to see the statistics on which of those land cycles is more powerful in a deck that wants them. They keep another one on top. Well, in a long value game, we definitely have an advantage. Let's go to combat. Let's get in. See if they do anything wonky. We'll play the Wall of Blossoms after combat. Yay, we get to draw a card. Hello, Sun Titan. Taking us back to like 2010 Magic. Archmage's Charm. Opponent draws 2 cards. They did have a counter spell, just not a... Well, did they have the mana to cast it? Interesting. I almost think they would have countered that, but maybe not. So they do run counter magic. Good to know. Breeding pool. Paying the 2. It's a clock deck. All right. What are we doing with this turn? I think we're going to play Dark Warpathway. We don't have double black. We have double blue, double white. So and we do have Grave Titan in the deck. So we want to make sure we can cast that. So let's put Yorion in hand. And we'll plan on ephemerating something if they tap out. Go to combat. Get in there. Pow pow. This cat pet is throwing me off with all its meowing. Keep thinking it's my cats. I'm like, what's going on? The opponent didn't do anything. They paid 2 for that breeding pool last turn, but then didn't do anything. Maybe they had an Archmage's Charm up. So we should be mindful of that because they left 3 mana up on purpose and paid 2 life for it, but didn't use it. So they probably have a counter. They probably have another Archmage's Charm in hand. So we don't want to play into that too hard. Opponent is in the think tank. What are you gonna do? We're playing such a nice deck. Like, look at these cards. Like, you got Charming Prince. Like, look at that guy. He just looks so welcoming and inviting. And then Wall of Blossoms. I mean, it's a beautiful wall. There's nothing threatening about this deck at all. Fae of Wishes. Alright, I'm going to try to ephemerate the Wall of Blossoms and see if I'm right about the Archmage's Charm. Do they want to let us draw 2 cards for 1 mana? Draw a card. Temple Garden. I think I'm actually gonna blink the prince and scry. See what's on top. I don't think we need to draw more cards right this second. But the quality of stuff that we're drawing. Prosperous Innkeeper and a land. Put the land on the bottom. Keep the Innkeeper, because that gives us something cheap to play. We'll pay 2. Play Innkeeper. And if they don't counter this, we can try to play Timeless Witness. We don't want to get our Siege Rhino countered if we can avoid it. So let's go ahead and try to play Timeless Witness. Hey, what's up, Watto? Catching me right at the end of the stream, my friend. We were having some poor luck in Standard today with lands and just getting our butts kicked, so I decided that I was going to make myself feel better by playing some historic nonsense. They let us get stuff back. I'll take it. But thank you for joining me anyway, Watto. I appreciate it. They did have an Archmage's Charm. Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to do. I was trying to play stuff that it's like, should I really counter that? Is it worth it to counter that? Because it's forcing them to choose between countering our thing or drawing 2 cards. Key to the Archive is going to be a problem if they get a good spell off it. Let's hope they don't get like Time Warp or something. The fact that they're taking this long to decide, it makes me hopeful that they got bad choices. Alright, opponent discards an island. They have 4 mana available to them. Yeah, this is just a... This isn't like... I try really hard not to play super unfair combo decks. This... I think this kind of falls under the category of an unfair deck, though, for being real. Let's see if they have another counter spell for the Siege Rhino. If they can't deal with this Siege Rhino, we're just going to kill them with it. Like... We need something. Oh boy. The Siege Rhino has hit the battlefield. We have Court of Calling that we can get another Charming Prince with too. Yeah, we can just kill them with the Siege Rhino. If they tap out, they're dead. Nothing like a gigantic rhino. I don't know if anybody who's ever looked at this card realizes how big this rhino is. Like that's there's a basically a little house tent on top of that thing. Look at it. It's massive. You got all these nice guys, you know, like you got the Charming Prince and the Innkeeper and then Timeless Witness. She's just like watching stuff. Oh goodness. Okay. I think we're okay. So let's cord, and hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Please no counter. They have exactly 3 mana, so they could definitely have a third Archmage's Charm. Come on. Nice. All right, so we get Charming Prince. Exile the Siege Rhino. Yeah, the big giant elephants. There they go. They realized that they were dead. We're gonna climb out of platinum playing nonsense historic. That's ridiculous. All right, we'll play one more, and then we're gonna call it a night. Parable. Temple Garden, Soul Herder. We go first. This is a little slow. I'm gonna mulligan. This is better. Yes, GG. That was a good game. Keep 6. Put the cord back for now. Get down to Spar's headquarters. Then we got Wall of Blossoms. Oh, for completing a quest. And I think I leveled up in my mastery pass. So Legion's landing for the opponent. I wonder what kind of deck they're playing. We need to draw some lands. Well, we'll block. They gain a life out of it. Shadow Summoning. Well, there's a land. Shadows. I haven't seen this card before. It's like a worse version of Lingering Souls. They flip their landing. Deputy of Detention will be good later. It's Ephemerate now, because we definitely don't want them thought seizing that. We want to draw. Skyclave Apparition. What do they take? If they're smart, they'll take Deputy. Deputy of Detention's really good. They may go for Soul Herder or Cord, though. Could make an argument for those two cards as well. Depends on how badly they're trying to win with these tokens. Yeah, me too. I'm so I'm so impatient. I want it to be here already. OTJ looks so much fun. They took Deputy. That was the right call, in my opinion. I've got a short going up in the next couple of days. It'll give you guys a little preview of my my celebratory OTJ video costume. Oh, hey, look, Lingering Souls. Draw a card. Charming Prince. Man, where are my lands? Well, I guess we'll play Soul Herder. Exile Wall. I'm going tomorrow for the pre-release. I will be going tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll play Magic tomorrow. Case of the Gateway Express. No, not my Soul Herder. I'm never gonna find a land. Are these all spirits? Man, I need a Deputy of Detention really bad. Is that my only one? Another Lingering Souls. Man, I need Deputy. Do I have another one in the deck? No, I only have one, I think. And now all this stuff has +2. Yeah, we're just toast. Ah, well. We almost got out of tier 4. All right. So, first of all, apology for the beginning of the stream. I messed up the whole beginning of the stream. So, if any of you are still here from the beginning of the stream, sorry about that. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate all of you. It's always a pleasure. This will be, I will be doing a stream on Tuesday for the release day. Probably do some drafts, theory craft some decks, give you guys an insight of how I spend the first day of my time playing in a new set. So I think that'll be fun for you guys to see. You guys can get an idea of what kind of decks I will be showcasing in my upcoming videos, and I am looking forward to it. So I will see you guys on Tuesday, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you guys, and I'm just really excited to get out of this set and into the next set and to play with some cowboys. So with that, thank you guys. You're the best. I'll catch you in the next one.